Hello, Gareth Naylor, watercolour landscape artist, and we're doing a sea scene. Here we go, here's the original photo. And so this is from Spain, and we've got this big rocky mass here and some figures, and I like the composition. It's quite interesting. Now I did change the composition a bit because I thought this was too much here, too much empty space. So I brought this rocky mass down a little on my original picture. So first of all I did it like this, and then I thought that's wrong, and so I redrew it. I had to erase everything. So it does look a little bit messy, but always if you're drawing, no matter how good your drawing is, if the composition is wrong, erase it and start again. And you might need to add a few marks just to indicate where you need to redraw it. So with me, it went from being up here, this rocky mass, to here, and the bottom part about here. So I had to put those marks down, and then I erased the previous drawing and redrew it. Now normally I don't do a very careful drawing, but this time I really needed to get that right. Okay, so let's get on with this. The first thing I'm going to do is this rock, and I really want to keep this simple. The simpler it is, the more powerful it's going to be. So I'm using some yellow ochre, and here we go. So I'm using a bit thicker yellow ochre. I'm all out of burnt, well, I'm not all out, but I'm almost all out of burnt sienna. Have to buy some more. But it's a nice colour. Okay, and then back to yellow ochre down here. And if you get little dry brush effects, that's good, or little gaps. I haven't managed to do that, but there you go. And just continue. And doing things like this, I think they call it charging, which is when you go over a wet area you've painted with the same mix, well, the same pigment, but thicker mix. And it just adds that essential variety that you need. So even though I don't want this to be too complicated, you can get this subtle variety. Okay, looking for some kitchen roll tissue would be better. But this is all I've got. So I'm using a medium-sized bamboo brush for this. But a round brush would be okay too. Yep. So I hope you can see these little subtle variations. Yep, happy with that. And then over here. might even spray it a little. Just to give it a little bit of texture. And there we go. Now I need to let that dry, and then the next thing we're going to do is the most difficult part of all, the water. Okay, let's leave it to dry.